through the unthinkable. The unthinkable, literally. So I want to actually make this video a little bit longer if I can. So stay with me because I have so many things to cover in this video. So let's get started. But before I move on, just to remind you guys, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you are one of them, consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. So first report, and these are all coming from the Zionist media. Haaretz, that's the name of the news paper. IDF says 10 rockets launched at northern Israel. Some fell in open areas after sirens sounded earlier Sunday. And this is what is happening right now in Israel. You can see all of these red dots are actually red alerts. And the whole area is under the red alert. Do not go anywhere because I have something very, very interesting to show you in a second. Then we have IDF says Air Force intercepted one launch from Lebanon after sirens sounded in Haifa earlier Sunday. Now Haifa is actually and literally right now as we speak is on fire. This city is destroyed. If you go to Haifa right now, you will not recognize, especially if you are from there, you will not recognize a thing because this city has taken so many poundings during this war or this oppression or genocide of Israel, Zionists. Fires break out in northern Israel due to rocket fire, Israeli authorities say. So another one. And this fires could not be contained when it was reported 2 hours ago. So these are all new reports. Then you have more areas in Israel, and these are all red alerts. Can you imagine living in that place? Everywhere, these are all sirens, okay? Sirens blaring in these areas, and there are so many of them. And then you also have drone sirens sound in northern Israel. So again, more sirens. So these are all happening in the same day. And then we have this whole area is under the Haifa, as I said just a few minutes ago, that Haifa is completely destroyed. This city is completely destroyed, northern Israel. All of these areas are now under red alert. Haifa is gone. Haifa, you cannot even find Haifa. Where is Haifa? Haifa is gone in Israel. Now, I want to actually, before I share with you how the 56 soldiers were killed by Hezbollah, I want to actually show you this one. Take a look at these people, how stupid they are. So they're saying that Israel is going to be taking legal action against Francis Macron over ban from naval trade show. Foreign minister says. Okay, so legal action. When we talk about legal action, is there anything called legal for Israel? But they are resorting to take legal action at the same time. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. But that's what they are saying. This guy, he's a foreign minister, Israel Katz, not dogs, cats. He said that we are going to be taking legal action. Israeli foreign minister Israel Katz ordered the foreign ministry to assist in taking legal action and political measures against the decision of French President Emmanuel Macron not to allow Israeli arms companies to showcase their products. Now, let's talk about the legal action. I think if we talk about legal action, Netanyahu should be in jail at the moment. Now, let's talk about the main topic of this video. If you don't see it, here it is. So in the last 24 hours, Israeli media has reported that 26 Israeli soldiers were wounded. Now, these 26 soldiers, all we know about them is, well, they're wounded. We do not know anything after that. Means when they are brought back to the fake state of Israel, are they alive? Are they dead? We do not know. Because IDF, or I want to call them ITF. So one person, thank you brother, he said, don't refer them as IDF, refer them as ITF. ITF basically means Israeli Terrorist Forces. So every time I mention ITF, it basically means that organization, IDF. Okay, so 26 soldiers were wounded. I'm pretty sure a lot of them died. 23 of them came from Lebanon and 3 came from Gaza. Now, don't go anywhere because this 56 soldier who got killed, I will come to that in a second. So this is what you want to read. Wave of rockets. Israel is facing the unthinkable. According to the Lebanese news platform Al Mayadin, Hezbollah's recent operations reflect a strategic response to Israeli aggression on Lebanese territory. In a series of coordinated attacks, the group launched waves of rockets and missiles extending deep into northern Israel. In addition to direct strikes on Israeli forces attempting incursions into Lebanon. One technique that they are using right now is they have decentralized their field command. Hezbollah, in other words, they do not take command or wait for command coming from Lebanon or from the higher ups. unlike what happened in the past when Hassan Nasrallah was alive. He was giving them command, and the command will come to them through pager or through cell phone, whatever, and then they will execute those orders. But right now it is not like that. Anyone is on the field command position, he will execute any command. So if he feels like, oh, I want to shoot here, it will be done immediately. They do not have to wait for the order from the higher ups. That's what I'm trying to get you here. So 2 days ago, Israeli media reported a significant incident in which a Hezbollah drone attacked a concentration of Israeli soldiers. We know that, injuring 31 soldiers near the Lebanon border in what Israeli outlet described as a difficult incident. If you do not know, whenever they come up with this kind of statement, oh, difficult incident, you know that all of these 31 soldiers who got injured, quote unquote injured, are actually dead now. So, difficult incident, what do you mean by difficult incident? You think Hezbollah is going to be sending you toys? If they can attack the Golani Brigade when they were taking or eating dinner on Sunday evening last week, they can target these soldiers and cause and inflict maximum damage, including death. So, yeah, difficult incident is an euphemism of, oh, they're dead. All of them lost their lives. This drone strike represents just one of several sophisticated and intense operations Hezbollah has carried out in recent days. In a statement released by Hezbollah's Islamic Resistance Operations Room, the group declared it had entered, quote unquote, a new escalating phase in its confrontation with Israel. Now, this is not the end of it. If you take a look at the losses, again, coming from the Israeli sources, it's a lot of people say, oh, where did you get this information? This information you can actually find on some of the Israeli sources. It's not that they will always reveal to us the real loss, but you figure it out. Now, but when it comes to Lebanon, we do have those numbers. So since the start of the Israel's ground operations, Hezbollah said it inflicted substantial losses on Israeli forces. The group reports killing 55 soldiers, wounding 500, and destroying more than 20 Israeli Merkava tanks. Now this obviously corroborates with what I have reported earlier, where I said that Israel could only, the ITF, they could only enter 1.5 kilometer inside of Lebanon after almost 1 month of operation. However, when the incursion started by the ITF, September 27. Today is October 20th, so almost 1 month, and they could only enter into Lebanon 1.5 kilometers and losing a lot of their military personnel in the process. 55, I think this number is a little bit deflated. Should be more than that, but even 55 soldiers who are, and remember, most of the soldiers, ITF, they're hiding behind tanks and they wait for the aerial bombardment before they will move in. Additionally, Hezbollah's operations have expanded beyond immediate border engagements, with missiles now targeting critical infrastructure and military sites deep in northern Israel, reaching areas like Kiryat Shmona and Safad. Now, Safad is Kiryat Shmona is important because this was the objective that Netanyahu set for the ITF when he convinced them to go to Lebanon. Okay, he's playing games with, he's lying to his soldiers, because literally this is what he said. He said to the people of Kiryat Shmona that I'm going to be letting you guys go back to your residences in northern Israel by forcing the Hezbollah group to agree to a ceasefire. Now that the ITF forces are in Lebanon, he's not saying, oh, now it's safe for you to go back to Kiryat Shmona. Why? Because his real goal was really never about sending those residents back. His real goal was to continue this fight, and hopefully US will get involved in this, but nothing is panning out for him. This is a liar. This guy Netanyahu is a liar. The organization's resilience stems from decades of preparation for a potential large-scale confrontation with Israel. According to experts, including Nicholas Blandford of the Atlantic Council, Hezbollah's leadership has developed a flexible and decentralized command structure that allows for tactical adaptability on the battlefields. So Again, what kind of tactical adaptability? It is field commanders are now taking over. So field commanders within Hezbollah's ranks have been granted autonomy to execute their missions effectively with clear objectives to inflict maximum damage on Israeli forces attempting incursions into Lebanese territory. Israeli media officials have acknowledged the growing threat posed by Hezbollah. According to reports from 6 senior Israeli officials, Hezbollah has proven to be a formidable and highly capable enemy. When are we going to hear Netanyahu saying, oh, our mission in Lebanon is accomplished, we can now come back, the war is over? I think that will happen very, very soon. I have a very good feeling. This guy, his military generals are acknowledging that these people, Hezbollah, we cannot win. And guys, we mentioned this military analysts and a lot of the pundits, for example, Scott Reeder, Douglas McGregor, all of these people, they said it very, very clear from the very beginning that, look, ITF, Israel cannot win against Hezbollah whatsoever. This is exactly what is being reverberated throughout the Israeli military ranks. Same thing, that yeah, we cannot be winning against Hezbollah. The enemy is formidable and highly capable enemy. Quote unquote, formidable and highly capable enemy. Now this is again coming from not a Israeli pro-Palestinian source. Now it is coming from New York Times. They have said similarly noted that Hezbollah's operation, including rocket barrages, drone attacks, and close-range combat, have created significant challenges for Israeli forces. The newspaper described Hezbollah's tactical execution as both complex and deadly, quote unquote, with Israeli troops struggling to adapt to the unexpected intensity of the resilience. So, what is the unexpected intensity of the resistance? So not the resistance. It is the new tactic that they're using in the battlefield, where you see the field commanders right now are in complete charge of the situation of Hezbollah, and they're directing their forces, their missiles, their drones, their rockets, those projectiles that you see in the sky towards enemy target, making it much more efficient. Now, one thing I also want to mention before I forget, Hassan Nasrullah's death is actually causing Israel a lot of pain. And I said this before, Hassan Nasrallah was a guy of de-escalating situation, like he did in 2006 when Israel wanted to negotiate and withdraw its troops. He said, we will do it, no problem, we never wanted war. But after his death, now what is happening? The field commanders, all of them became Hassan Nasrallah, and they're giving order to their fellow comrades, their fellow soldiers, to continue this fight until Israel will be humiliated and defeated. Now, this is also coming on social media, these maps. One person said, Hezbollah has been pounding Haifa, Safed, and Tiberias areas non-stop for the past half an hour. Now, deputy head of Hezbollah's political bureau, the resistance, he said, the resistance will not leave Benjamin Netanyahu unpunished. He should not feel confident the world will be better without Netanyahu. We have entered into an existential war against the occupier, and we have many surprising actions. I totally agree with that. Lot of action, surprise coming. Now, this is what the clown is saying. A delusional clown can't even defeat Hamas or Hezbollah, yet still issuing threats against Iran, Yemen, Syria, and Iraq. The sooner this bloodthirsty megalomaniac is put behind bars, the sooner the Middle East will be a safer place. So what did he say? This is what he said, Netanyahu. The agents of Iran who tried to assassinate me and my wife today made a bitter mistake. This will not deter me and the state of Israel from continuing the war of revival against our enemies to ensure our security for generations. I think he did use his wife as a human shield. And this is what somebody actually said here. Look at her. She's looking at this guy and he's like, this guy is mentally sick. Like even his looks are so creepy. Netanyahu, the attempt by Iran's proxy Hezbollah to assassinate me and my wife today was a grave mistake or a bitter mistake. Another report said bitter mistake. Okay, so bitter mistake. So we talk about Haifa, right? Or Haifa. I don't know if I should be showing you this photo. I'm not going to be showing you the whole thing, but you have idea. This is Haifa on fire. This is Haifa on fire. This is my last video. These people are crying the dead body of their son maybe, or husband, or who knows. And this is what they brought on themselves. Nobody want to ask them to go to Palestine. They could easily be living in the comfort of their houses in Europe, in America, in Canada, in Australia. Why they went to Palestine and kick the Palestinians out is something they really need to ask themselves. Right now they could be somewhere in the States, somewhere in Europe, enjoying nice weather and whatnot. And now, because of their stupidity, they came to this place, and now they are seeing a lot of their family members, the soldiers, are getting killed, or the terrorists, I should say, are getting killed. If you have any more comments, thank you so much for your comments. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.